All right, guys. Welcome to our Monday night immigration show. Um, this is we're here every Monday, giving you the most up to date immigration information. And this is Monday, so we're here. Join us. Bring your questions. We had a major H1B update to tell you guys who is exempt from the H1B visa fee. How can you plan filings for work visas like H1B and other visas? So, we have a lot to cover. We have a lot of questions also from last week, and we're here. So, today, USCIS announced that they clarified who is going to be exempt from the H1B fee. And essentially, what they said is that if you're applying for the H1B for the first time after September 21st, 2025, you're overseas and you're filing your case to go to the embassy, then you're going to be paying the $100,000 fee. You are subject to the fee. But if you're in the United States, students, work visas, and you're changing your status inside the United States, you are exempt, guys, which is major news because a lot of my student clients were freaking out. And so we'll talk about that. We'll kind of explain you guys what you have to do to get ready for the new H1B season. Now that we have this information, it's going to open the door to so many people to qualify. And I'll repeat this throughout the evening because But anyway, if you're here, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, say hi. We got Peter here. Hey, Peter. And once again, let me know where you're tuning in from. I've been traveling last week. I was in Utah, Park City, Salt Lake City, doing a little vacation, also meeting up with some clients over there. And, Utah is a major hub for innovation. And, one of the things we talked about with a lot of these companies is like, hey, how can we get those workers in here? And now, it's Monday and we have this news that essentially, more people will qualify to get H1B visas without paying the $100,000 fee as long as you're inside the United States, changing your status as a student, as a tourist, as a work visa. Peter, I'll get you on the live in a second. Let me share the link. You can share the good news with us. And anybody who else wants to join the live, I'm putting the link right here. And anybody who's watching this on TikTok, make sure, guys, that you can request to join the live. And also, TikTok just shared with me. Let's see, where is that form? Oh, I didn't see it. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Somewhere there's a form here. Yeah, you guys can see the form. Use the form, fill it up to join. And if you want to set up a meeting with me, we can do that. Let's see here. Giovanna is asking, is OPT going to be canceled? As of now, from what I know, OPT is not going to be canceled. In fact, as I mentioned to you today, more and more of these students are actually going to be able to apply for H1B visas because they're going to be exempt from the $100,000 fee. So think about it. If you're an employer, would you want to hire a student in the United States and not pay the $100,000 fee, or hire a foreign worker in a foreign country and then you have to pay the $100,000 fee, right? In my mind, I think it's helping students, right? So, if you're international student watching this video, you should know that your chances to get the H1B visa just increased today with the recent update they just gave us. Can I fly with DACA to another state? Yes, you can, but you still need to have a valid ID, obviously. Let's see here. We've got California here, nursing, nice nursing student. Welcome, welcome. Shamin is saying, B1B visa holder, can I change status to H1B without a fee? Absolutely. So I just said that if you're a B1, B2 visa holder, you're a tourist visa, and you want to change to the H1B based on the new rules, you will be eligible to do that. These are amazing news. Um, Akon from Texas, from Jacksonville. Cindy is asking, can you help clients in all 50 states? And the answer is yes. I can help clients in all 50 states because immigration is federal. So if you're watching this, no matter where you are, if you're watching this, use the number on the screen right now if you are on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. And if you're watching this on TikTok, there should be a form somewhere if you want to book a call with me, or just use the link in my bio. Just go to my bio. There's a phone number there. Copy that number, screenshot it, and send me a text right now from the live. This is for all my TikTok viewers right now. I don't see the form right now at the bottom of my screen, but if you don't see the form, just go to my bio, use the phone number, send me a text right now from the live. The best way is to do it from the live. So I will respond to you within a few hours. Do you help for EB2 and AW filing? This is from Didi. Absolutely. We do a lot of self petitions, national interest waiver cases. Once again, send me a text. Right now, it's about 70% approval rate for those NIWs, but it will increase. All right, let's get our first.
Oh, I'm on.
Peter, I brought you
Hey,
in.
Mr. Jacob, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. What is new with
Yeah,
you, and what is the
I
update?
got my whole ceremony on Thursday. Coming.
You have it this Thursday?
Yeah, this Thursday.
Oh
Coming.
wow, that's
I,
amazing.
I,
So on Thursday, just for people that know the story, it's kind of like a Netflix show. I would say it's episode 4, where first Peter came in and he filed 751 with N400 together, and I told him, listen, I'm worried because those cases get denied, but then he still did it, and then a few weeks later you got your approval for
yes.
combo filing 751 and 400. We actually there's
Y-
two questions here on TikTok here that people are actually doing this right now. They are
Yeah.
filing and they're worried about it. And so for Peter, it took you what? You filed it. How many
I
months?
bought it in like April,
Okay,
and then I received like 2 weeks after, and then I get my interview schedule September the 9th.
okay.
Yeah, there's like 5.5 months it took me, like
That's very
basically.
fast. That's very fast.
Yeah,
Right now, again, one of the things that I've seen in California, New York, New Jersey, Boston, and Arizona is that the combo filing is if they're clean cases, they'll get
yeah,
interview within 8 months. You got it in five and
yeah,
a half. It was fast, but usually it's 8 months.
yeah,
Versus if you don't do it and you just do 751, you're going to wait 3 years, right?
yeah,
But
yeah,
the key is you have to have a clean case like you had, Peter, because if it's not a clean case, not only it's going to delay the SIM 51, but it's going to also cause issues with the N400. So
yes.
I would be cautious. And anyway, now you have the oath ceremony, which came about a month after you
Like, yeah, it took me
about a
about
month. Yeah,
four weeks. Yeah, 4 weeks
yeah.
after.
And
Hmm.
you guys are still married, right? You still live in the same household, clearly.
Yeah, that's movie there.
That's your wife. Nice to meet
Yes,
you. That's great.
yeah. So,
Um,
but
and
Jacob,
so
I did something today. Sorry to cut you. I
what did
did
you do?
something today. I fill out this paper. I was here and I just fill out this paper.
What is this?
And the questionnaire thing.
Okay.
So I fill it out. I signed it, but I was looking up a thing. They said I should have never signed it until I get there. Is there going to be a problem with that?
You shouldn't have never signed it, Peter, but it's not going to be a problem. What you're going to do is you're going to go there, you're going to show them that you signed it, and then they're going to give you a new form. Now,
Okay.
what is the reason they don't want you to sign before the oath ceremony? There is a form that they send you, and they
Yes.
specifically say don't sign it before. Here's the reason why. Let's say, God forbid, between today and Thursday, You're going to say, you know what? I'm going to enjoy my time. I'm excited. You're going to go to the local bar. You're going to drink a few
Yes.
drinks. And then you're going to say, you know what? I'm not going to get an Uber. I'm going to drive home. And then you're going to get a DUI. I mean, it's not
Okay.
going to happen to you. I know you're not going to do it. But if it did happen to you between the day of your appointment and the day of
Okay.
the oath, you got the DUI. If you sign it today, it means that you're telling them that everything is good, but in fact, you had a DUI on Wednesday. You know what I mean? So they
Okay.
want you to sign it on the day of the oath because that's the most, it's basically the most up to date information saying that it's all good. You didn't do any offenses, and you're
Okay.
eligible for the oath ceremony. So you just go there, you show them that you're signing. They're gonna say, "Hey, no worries. Here's a new form. Please re-sign it, and you're gonna be fine."
Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
All right.
That was because I was doing some research and they're like, oh, sign it in front of the offices. So I was like, oh,
But that's the reason, because they want to make sure that you didn't commit any offenses or nothing happened between today and Thursday.
okay.
All
Perfect.
right.
All
So
right. I got you.
why don't you do this? Come back in a week and then let us know what happened. And I want you to show me your
I
certificate of
will.
citizenship.
I will.
Okay.
I will. I will. I will.
All right.
Thank you so much, man.
It's
To
clear.
help me a lot. Thank
Yes. So guys, remember, that's actually a good point. Especially with the oath. Many things can happen between the time you pass the test and the oath. Never sign that form until you actually go to the appointment. And yeah, all right, guys. So TikTok, make sure you fill the form that you see on the screen. I don't know where it is, but TikTok send me a notification. Use the number in my bio right now to send me a text for the quickest way to book an appointment directly with me. And the same thing on YouTube. And let's see on Instagram, we have let's see here. What's the update on DACA and the advanced parole process? There is no update on DACA yet. We're waiting for the court ruling in November, and then we'll have an update. Asylum, can I go back to my country now that I'm naturalized? I believe you can. You're a citizen now. How can I withdraw application from USCIS? It's already filed. You can simply send them a document letter, a statement saying, I would like to withdraw my I-130, my I-140, anything you want. You just have to send them a document to request. There's no form for that. As a student, I was freaking out. Oh yeah, about the H1B. Yeah. Well, as a student, you should be happy right now. Are you talking about the changes to the citizenship, Daniel? No, I was talking about the $100,000 H1B fee that was updated today. That's what I'm talking about, and I'll talk about more. Claudia, what about DACA? No updates as of now. What's happening with DACA in Texas? Any update? So, guys, if you're watching this about DACA, remember that we are waiting for Judge Hanen's ruling, and the ruling essentially is going to say that new DACA applicants can file. Texas can only renew DACA, but no work permit. And that's exactly, so it's going to happen in the next month. So if you never filed for DACA and you want to apply for the first time, you will be able to do it in a few weeks. It's super exciting for us. What do you foresee happening for all the backlog green cards renewals for those recently adjusted status via marriage? I think that there's going to be still a huge backlog, probably for the next 6 months until they come up with a better way to come up to fix those backlogs. But there will be a backlog. Can you please talk about options for banned countries if I'm Haitian? The banned countries, you can apply for a special waiver. So if you're trying to come back to the United States from a banned country, there's 12 banned countries, you have to apply for a waiver. And we do that. One can apply for the green card lottery. The green card lottery has not been released yet. Okay. They're going to do a fee, a $1 fee. You have to get a passport. I think it's going to be released in November. In my personal, going to approval EAD. What do you think? When should I have my travel document? It's EB5. I would say probably 6 months after you filed. Can you please talk about options for international students applying for H1B? Absolutely. You'll be able to change your status inside the United States and apply for the H1B without paying the $100,000 fee. It's massive. I filed for my EB5 in June. I got my approval. Oh yeah, I just told you it's 6 months. All right, let's see. Yeah, if you want to get me on the video, I'll get you guys on video on TikTok, and just line up, and I'll add you. We've got Rajbir. Yeah. What is your name and where are you from? What's your question? Thanks, Farah. I appreciate it. Okay. So you have a green card. You got a green card based on asylum, and now you want to know if you should be able to travel outside of the country, right? Okay. I mean, as long as you don't go back to your home country until you become a citizen, you should be fine. What do you mean? Like, where do you want to go? Where do you want to travel? Yeah. I mean, like I said, I because you're a green card holder, I wouldn't take a chance. And like I said, I made a bunch of videos on YouTube about H1 a risk for green card holders. To me, that would be a risk, even if you go for 5 hours. Right? I wouldn't do it. Thank you. Can you clarify about the exemption for H1B fees? All right, let's talk about it again. And I mentioned at the beginning of the show is that today we got some big news. Guys, if you're here for the first time, please share my video. If you're watching this on TikTok, follow my account so you don't miss any of the lives. The lives are every Monday. We're going to increase the lives potentially 3 times a week as well, but I'm working on it. But anyway, I'll share the news right now. And also, thanks, Kathleen. I appreciate it. And then the form, you see the form at the bottom. Thanks, Kathleen. I appreciate the gifts and the likes. And if you want to get a consultation with me personally, you use the link in my bio. There's a phone number there specifically for the live shows. And I'm going to put it on the screen right now because many of you want to do that. You need to text me right now during the live. Anybody who texts me during the live will be able to get a priority consultation with me. But let's talk about the H1B updates from today for you guys. So what that means is that the $100,000 fee applies to all H1B visa holders that are outside of the country, okay, after September 21st, 2025. And number two, when you apply for the H1B, the employer requests that the H1B will be collected at the US Embassy, not inside the US. And this is typically for people that are waiting overseas. Let's say you found a worker that is overseas and you're trying to bring them over here. Those people are going to be subject to the $100,000 fee. However, if you're inside the United States on a student visa, on a work visa that is not H1B, on tourist visa, and you have enough time, you can change your status, get a new H1B, and you're not going to have to pay the $100,000 fee. This is breaking news from today. Now, what that means in reality is that, imagine you are trying to get an H1B, you got selected in the lottery. If you have a way to come to the United States, you have a tourist visa, you have maybe a J1 visa, like a temporary trainee or any other visa, and you can stay in the United States and change your status, you're not going to have to pay the $100,000 fee. This is huge for so many employers that are able to hire students. They're able to hire people that are transitioning from one H1B to another. They don't have to pay the $100,000 fee. All right, that's what it means. These are massive news. Can you help with EB1 cases? Absolutely. EB1A cases are a specialty. If you are exceptional in your business, in your whatever, we can help you get a green card without a job offer, just based on your achievements. Any update on the H1B lawsuit? That's a good question. So there was a lawsuit filed a few weeks ago, and right now the lawsuit is still pending. We don't have any update, but the concern is that with the news that we got today, now more and more people are exempt from the $100,000 fee. So it may be that this lawsuit either will have to be refiled, readjusted, because originally they thought that everybody's going to be subject to this, including people inside the United States. Now we know that it's not. Let's see here. Valeria says, Pedro is my case manager. Absolutely. The question is, if Unica and Pedro are your team members, she was assigned to me as supervising lawyer. Valeria, absolutely. They are legitimate members of our team. Unica is our managing attorney for all family petitions, and Pedro is one of our best paralegals, so they are part of my team. But thanks for asking. What about H1B transfer to a new employer? If you transfer to a new employer and you're inside the United States, you are exempt from the fee. How long does it take to get a green card EAD renewal? Right now, it's taking about 10 months on average, but some cases take longer, right? My name is Diallo from New York. Please, can you tell me how long it takes to replace my green card that is lost? I have an appointment for fingerprints. Right now, it's taking, honestly, 18 months or more. But the moment you get your green card renewal, the I-90, that receipt, you can use it for work. You can use it for travel. So, and if you're eligible for citizenship, why don't you become a citizen? Guys, today is also the new day, the first day that if you apply for citizenship, you're going to get the new test. All right. And the new test is much more complicated. It has more questions. And, I think more and more people are going to find it annoying. And I mean, most people will pass, obviously, but I think it's just going to be annoying that, that we need to worry about this new test coming up, but it's happening today. The Chamber of Commerce filed a lawsuit too. Correct. Many people filed the lawsuit, but we don't have information about it. What about updating from it status in H1B, like from TPS? Oh, got it. Can you move from TPS to H1B? Yes. You don't have to pay the $100,000. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. A lot of our usual, thanks, Shubak. Appreciate it. The usual viewers are here. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for the hearts, for the roses. Keep tapping the screen, guys. Keep sharing the live. If you're watching this on TikTok, and there's a form somewhere here at the bottom. I don't really see it from my side. Fill the form, and if you want to book a consultation with me and you're watching this on TikTok, please go to my bio right now, right here. Screenshot the phone number, send me a text right now from the live. We will respond to you guys. We'll get you booked. People want to get second opinions. They want to start cases. And the best time to file your cases is before the end of the year. Why? Because immigration tend to clear some of their remaining backlogs. And if you have filings that are filed, you might be lucky that you'll join the ride. Any alternatives to the H1B for those affected? That's a great question. So let's say you are subject to the $100,000 fee. Your employer doesn't want to do it. The first alternative to the H1B is the O1 visa. The O1 visa allows people to that have exceptional ability in their skill, like engineers, professionals, to apply. Let's see here. Can you guys see me? Can you guys hear me? Let me know, because I have my screen is kind of frozen for a second. Can you see me on TikTok? You can, right? Perfect. Yeah, kind of froze for a second. All right, guys, let's keep it up. Perfect. All right. So yeah, so that's what I meant by that. So another question we have: can you switch to the H1B from an E2? So yes, you can switch from an E2 because if you're inside the United States, you already have an E2 visa. You should be able to do that. So yeah, no issues at all. I don't have any immunization record. You will need to get immunization record. Yeah, you need that. If you want to file for adjustment of status, you're going to need your immunization record. That's the only way you can do it. Let's see here. Order granting a jointly motion to extend deadlines. Maybe you can clarify your question so we can all understand what your question. If my husband completed 10-year bar, do they still need to do the 601? In some cases, you still need to do the 601. It really depends. But yeah, in some cases you need it, because even if you did the 10 years, there might be other violations that you'll be subject to, and you might still need to do the 10 years. Yes, this is just how it is. Did they approve already the extension or decision on DACA? They haven't approved it yet, but it's coming. And also, guys, if you're watching this right now on TikTok, please share the live right now. Share the live so more people can join us. You can literally just share the live. So, all right, let's see here. Yeah, so we started talking about alternatives to H1B. So O1 visa. The other option for H1B is an L visa. If you're working for a foreign company and you work there for at least a year in the last 3 years, many companies will move you back to the United States on the L visa. If you're Canadian, you can do a TN. If you're Mexican, you can do a TN. If you're from Australia, you can do an E3. You can also do an H3 visa. It's a trainee visa that gives you more opportunities to learn about the US market. So that's one option. You can also do, these are like the main visas that I can think of, like the E2, TN, let's see here. N400, how long does it take? How long is it taking right now? N400 is taking about 10 months in most states. I'm a K1 visa. I arrived Seattle, Washington, and I applied for I-130, 45, green card. And is that okay? Absolutely. So if you're a fiancé visa and you came to the United States and you applied for adjustment of status, thanks, I appreciate it. You apply for adjustment of status, you should be able to get your green card. All right, let's see here. We've got another person here who's, if you guys want to join me on video, please, you can request to join on video and we can do that. Melanie, how are you? Where are you from? Thanks, Shubak, appreciate it.
I'm from the Dominican Republic, and I'm currently on an F1 visa.
Okay.
I already submitted my OPT application, and I can have also OPT STEM extension eventually.
Okay.
I was just wondering if there's any issue with traveling outside of the country and being because of the exemption now and the clarity that is for people that are adjustment of status, can I still travel outside of the country and be exempt from that?
Yeah, absolutely. So the fact that you travel is not an issue. The issue is that your first H1B should be done in the United States as a change of status, right? As long as you don't request the consular option, you should be okay. And that's really what the big change of today is important. So you should be fine. Yeah.
Yeah. This is actually really
I know, right? I was so happy when we heard about it, because so many of my clients and all that, they were kind of they heard about it. They were like, "Oh my God, this is crazy." So yeah.
Yeah. So now it's easier also to clarify in interview processes that we are. So thank you.
Exactly. Even the interview process. Exactly.
Thank you.
Thanks. Of course. Thanks, Melanie. So as I mentioned, guys, thanks. Appreciate. Please share the video, and if you see a form on the screen, this is a form from TikTok. Thank you so much, my friend. Please fill that form. This is the best way to get in touch with me right now. It's a new thing that TikTok is doing. I don't see it on my side, but you probably see it somewhere on your screen. And that's where we are. Okay, let's see here. Do you think it's worth now to go EB200W I-140? Priority date is October. Thanks for your answer, Ali. Absolutely. I still think if you qualify, Ali, and you're not from India, EB200W is a good option. I usually try to push people for EB1A as well. But absolutely. My friend has an approved H1B consular process last year and applied to change status. Does the H1B applicable to him? No. It's only after September 21st. If he was outside, then he would have to pay the $100,000 fee. But because he's inside the United States, then he doesn't have to pay the fee. Let's see here. I have an I-129 approved fiance visa by my stamp, by my H1B stamp, by I-129 H1B, sorry, approved. My H1B stamp is expired. Can I travel? Yes, you can travel, get the stamping, and you don't have to pay the fee. Okay, you're not going to be applicable to the fee. Without any ID, can I attend to my fingerprints appointment, or what can I do about it? I mean, you should still show up and request a supervisor to let you in. Don't miss the appointment. Can I apply for a city with an expired passport? I don't think you can. I don't think you can. Are a lot of criteria for the EB2 and IW transferable to the O1 visa? Yes. Correct. They are, but they're not the same. So the O1 and the EB2 and IW are different. They have similar, basis for it, but they're not the same. I have a 10-year green card and state ID. Okay. That is great. All right, let's see who else is here on the live. Get you guys to join the live. See Madiba. We have a lot of questions about the H1B, guys. I know it's confusing, but these news are amazing, especially for students, people that are here in the United States in legal status. You guys are going to be able to apply for the H1B inside the United States. You don't have to pay the $100,000 fee. And in the future, when you go back home for stamping, you're still going to be good and exempt. Who I'm talking to, where are you from, and what is your name?
My name is George Santos.
Okay. Okay.
Still trying to talk about my web page. I checked with the office recently, but just still trying to understand the contact information first before anything is said. My question is, it's more than 20 months and a half since I filed for adjustment of status for my wife. So I don't know what I can do on that.
So if it's been more than 20 months and you didn't get anything from them, no request for evidence, nothing?
No request for evidence.
Okay. So you might be eligible for a mandamus, like a lawsuit to force them to give you an answer, because 20 months for an adjustment without a request for evidence is unusual. So, maybe they made a mistake, maybe they messed up your file, I don't know, but it is important for you to take action. Like I said, mandamus lawsuit can get him out of that funk and get that case released, so you'll be able to, yeah. But the medical is easy. That's not the reason why your case should be delayed for so long. So I think there may be something else going on here. And, like I said, if you made an inquiry and they didn't do anything about it, then I would go and file a mandamus. A mandamus can revive the case and bring you back to where you're supposed to be. All right. So if you want to help, just reach out to me and I'll help you with that. All right. Thanks a lot. And guys, if you're watching this on TikTok, there should be somewhere a form here. You can fill the form and get in touch with me. It's a TikTok form that is designed to help you get in touch with me on the live right now from the live. So try to do that while you're watching the live to fill that form so we can book a call together. Could you please recap with the new clarification from the USCIS? What does it apply? Blah, blah, blah. That's good. So many people, thanks, Rob, appreciate it. Many people joined the live right now, later. We did start the live a little bit sooner, so many people kind of missed it, but I'll give you a recap. So today, October 20th in the morning, 9 Eastern Time, the government released an update saying that the $100,000 fee is going to be applying to all H1B applicants who are outside of the country, number one, and number two, are applying as a consular processing. They're applying for their case to go to the consulate first. Okay. But it's not going to apply for people that are inside the United States. They're changing their status. They're filing for extensions. They're filing for new H1Bs. And the most importantly, even if you file for a new H1B, that's the big one. Even if you're filing for a new H1B for the first time and you're inside the United States, then you are not subject to the H1B $100,000 fee as long as you're doing a change of status, right? Change of status, and and you're doing this for the first time, which is massive because what it means is that, if you want to avoid the H1B fee, you either become a student, right? And then, you can change from student visa and get it. Or if you're already a tourist in the United States, then you can change your status, as a tourist and still, still be eligible for, to be exempt from the $100,000 fee. That's just kind of how I interpret it. All right. So guys, thanks for filling the form. There's a form right here somewhere. You can use that form to get in touch with us. And yeah, keep tapping the screen. Appreciate it. And share the live, guys. We want to see more people on the live. So share the live. Let's see here. Apply for citizenship with expired. Yeah, you can apply. Okay, so can you apply for U.S. citizenship with an expired passport? And the answer is yes. You can apply for citizenship with an expired passport. They don't care about that because they don't need. You don't need that. All right, let's see here. We have a lot of questions here. Let's see here. Network, will you? I have a question about, please let me in. BFW. Okay, let's see here. BW. Yeah, just request it again because you're not here anymore. If you want to join the live, just request to join. When NVC F1 category filing will move forward, when? So guys, remember, today we did a video about the visa bulletin. It's hard for me to tell you when the visa bulletin will move. Typically what happens as the end of the year comes in, less and less changes we see, less and less categories are moving forward or backwards. So I think we're not going to see two major changes probably until January. That's my opinion. Can you talk about the Labor Department and EB3? So right now, like I said, because of the government shutdown, the Labor Department has been behind. So there's a lot of delays. And so if you have a perm or any application from the Labor Department, you're going to be waiting for a long time. There's a lot of delays. I mean, generally immigration right now is experiencing a lot of delays in some applications, but in other applications, they're still working. Like, for example, if you're applying for citizenship, citizenship in most states is under 10 months. That's what I'm telling you guys. If you need to renew your green card or whatever, just become a US citizen. Just apply for citizenship because, I know the test has changed today, but it's still worth it to apply for citizenship. I mean, I think it's, yeah. Let's see. Will the shutdown affect perm processing? This is from yeah. So again, let's go back into this. It's kind of like a lot of related questions. So people are asking, you applying for a green card, you're going through the Labor Department, you're applying for labor condition application, you're applying for H2Bs. The Labor Department filings are impacted by the shutdown. They're not processing any of your cases, which means that if typically it takes 4 to 5 months to get a prevailing wage for a green card, it will take 7 to 9 months right now. I mean, I think it's a huge impact, to be honest with you, on this. So I think it is Yeah. So I mean that's just my opinion. Um, how about 751s? Are they being delayed? 751s are not being delayed, but they're just normally taking a long time right now. So if you're applying for 751, if you really want to expedite it and you are eligible for citizenship already and you have a clean case, do it together. Do the combo filing like Peter, who came here earlier. Then those cases get approved in 6 months. But if you have a complex case, then I wouldn't recommend for you to do that because it's just going to delay your application and make things a little bit harder for you guys. Um, so once again, guys, if you're watching this on TikTok, please follow my account, share the video, share the live right now so more people will join. And if you want to join me live, you can use the just line up and I'll add you on the live. And just in the order that I see you guys, I'll add you. And the same thing on YouTube. If you want to join the live, you can do that right now. Use that link. What is your name and where are you from?
And Camila.
How come where are you from? Okay.
And I just want to say thank you so much for the work you do. I
Thank
have recommended so many people to you.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah. And I want to know everybody that is listening to you right now that you sound and you are a good, honest attorney.
Thank you. I appreciate
It's
that.
really sad. It's really sad to see how many attorneys are taking advantage of people right now. And it's unbelievable how amazing and how good you are doing it. So I just want
Appreciate
to
it.
appreciate what you're doing.
Thank you so much, Camille. I appreciate it.
Yeah, and everybody gets your service with the specific.
Thank you so much.
And you're going to do a lot for me because I'm recommending you a lot of people.
I appreciate it. Yeah, make sure that they mention your name. So we always like to appreciate our clients. Camila, do you have a video, by the way? Is your video working?
Let me see. I'm at the gym, but yeah.
Yeah, this way we can see you because I mean it's a video platform after all, and TikTok wants us to use video.
Yeah, well, this is me. And I told you, I'm recommending you a lot of people because you're a good lawyer.
I appreciate it. Thank you
It's
so
really
much.
sad. It's really, really sad to see how many attorneys are taking advantage of people right now, and you are not. So
Thank you.
I'm very grateful for that.
You know, I think the whole climate of immigration right now created not just attorneys but also a lot of people that want to take advantage of immigrants. I think it's important to realize that you got to be careful because many people don't have options. And if they don't have options, I tell them that, listen, you don't have any options right now. You should wait or at least order your FOIA so we can at least research what are your options. But because it's such desperate times for a lot of people, they fall into prey of a lot of bad people. When I think it's important that you brought it up because nobody knows what's going to happen, right? So people are worried. People are pretending to be lawyers. Even real lawyers are taking advantage of clients because they feel that why not, right? So oh, I'm sorry about that. Yeah, I for some reason I was kicked out, but I'm here. There we go.
That people should be careful because there is a lot of people that are using lawyers' names to take advantage of people right now.
Yeah, I agree.
And it's horrible. It's devastating. Like they are taking like people's money, like thousands and thousands of dollars. And it's
Yeah.
really sad. So people have to be careful.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
But as I said, I'm gonna be sending you a lot of people. So actually today, let me tell you, this guy is gonna make an appointment with you. But this guy, he brought his son like in 1995, and this guy told him, "Oh, just give me his birth certificate." This kid was a little kid, like a baby. So he made his, that time when people was giving birth at home and that it was really easy to fake a birth certificate. So he did that.
Yeah.
And now this kid, now he's 35 years old and he grew up thinking that he was a U.S. citizen. After he went to get his passport, and he was like, "No, you are not a U.S. citizen." And now he's out of status. And his dad is worried and he's feeling guilty for what happened to his son. So he wonders what can he do in that case? Is there a way to fix it? This kid now, well, he is married to a U.S. citizen, but he doesn't know if he has a chance or not.
Well, in those cases, I've seen quite a few. Okay, it depends because we have to go back and interview the family and understand in what circumstances he was able to do it. Was there an intent? Was he aware? And if he wasn't aware, maybe if he wasn't aware, maybe he'll be eligible for a waiver. So that's why it's important to ask all the questions because maybe there are things that we don't know. Maybe there are things that you don't know that he hasn't shared with you. So usually what I do, we have a full interview with those clients and understand at what point they, claimed the document that wasn't eligible for them. Because, we got to be careful with claim for your citizenship here. There could be other situations like fraud. But there are ways to help people like that. But you got to be very careful because right now the administration is very, very negative and they take advantage of every situation to try to detain immigrants or get their cases denied. So, I mean, I'm happy to talk to him and see what we can do, and if not, then at least he'll be aware of where he stands.
Yeah, another lady that she's gonna. There's another lady that she came from Mexico.
Okay.
And she brought her daughter. Her daughter was 14 years old when she brought her over. And because in Mexico, two of her sons got kidnapped and killed, this was 13 years ago.
Yeah.
And so when they were using someone else's birth certificate.
Okay.
So now this girl, she's 21 years old, she's not a U.S. citizen. So, but many authorities told her that she can act U.S. status because she
She
tried to be a citizen.
correct.
What I was thinking is that she didn't know what she was doing. So what do you think in that case?
So those cases are a little bit more complicated. So these are the claim to be a citizen. There's been a lot of changes in the law even recently. Right now, it's a little bit difficult to fight those cases. I'm very cautious about them because this administration essentially has a new policy saying that they don't care if the person wasn't aware. The fact that they did it is already a problem. You know what I mean? So because we used to fight a lot of these cases where people claimed it on their employment, when they went to the DMV and they voted by mistakes. Right now, the pushback is against those cases. So I would be very careful to go and pursue it now. But maybe in a few years when the administration changes, it will be a little bit easier to go through this. But right now, it's very dangerous because they're looking for those people that did that.
Okay.
All right. But I'm happy to talk to them in private, obviously, and
Okay,
yeah.
I told them to schedule an appointment with you.
Okay.
So whenever they say Camila, refer me to you, you
I will.
Camila.
And I appreciate you, Camila, very, very much. Thank you so much.
And I appreciate your work.
Of course. Thanks for coming, and hopefully to see you in the next live. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
So these are really complicated matters that you mentioned right now, because claim to citizenship is a massive one. B1 B2 holder can change status to H1B without a fee based on the new update, 100%. If you're here on a B1 B2 visa and you want to change status, you can do that. As a scientist with the J1 trying to apply for the H1B visa, are we exempt from the $100,000? Yes, absolutely. As long as you do it inside the United States, you are exempt from the $100,000 fee. It's breaking news, obviously, that they announced today. So anybody who's watching it right now, especially if you guys are watching this on TikTok, there is a form that you can use to get in touch with me. Please use the form or send me a DM, one or the other, and that will be very helpful. And if you guys are watching this on YouTube, I just put the number here. Use that one to get in touch right now. And let's see about Instagram. What is happening on Instagram? Visa area says our H1B is expiring the 30th of October, but we have an offer for can we do the H1B or should we do the B2? You should definitely do the H1B if you own H1B. Don't move to B2 if you already have an H1B. I'm an F1 student that apply for status adjustment. When can I leave the country? You shouldn't leave until you get your EAD, at least then. And if you're seeing this on Instagram, you can always send me a DM. We are checking our DMs mostly on Instagram, but also on TikTok. But for TikTok, there is a form that you can see. The form is somewhere at the bottom of the screen. I don't see it from my side, but use that form to get in touch with us. TikTok will appreciate it. And also, if you're not following me yet, please follow me right now and share the live video so more people can join us as we continue this. All right, let's see here. H2B information. So H2B, guys, I know a lot of people are asking me about the H2B. H2B is essentially a work visa for seasonal work. If you're working in construction, hospitality, those visas don't qualify. You don't need a degree. You need you need just a job offer and some years of experience, and you get this visa as a temporary way to work. Many people who are working in McDonald's, let's say construction, hospitality, are able to get it. As a scientist with the J1, are we exempt? Yes, you are. Absolutely. What about lecturer for university from the UK into the USA? So that is a tricky one. So if you're a lecturer and you want to get a visa and you're in the UK right now, and they're going to apply for you guys, and you're going to collect your visa at the embassy, you're going to have to pay the $100,000. If you want to avoid it, then Frank, you should come to the United States as a visitor. You have to get a tourist visa or some sort of a temporary student visa, and then transition from that to the H1B. All right. Otherwise, you're going to have to pay the $100,000, which doesn't make sense. It will be cheaper for you to apply for a student visa, go through a semester, and then transition to the H1B versus paying the $100,000 fee. If that makes sense. All right. But I mean, like I said, these are the updates we have right now. We might have more updates about this H1B, especially if the lawsuit is going to become effective, right? Let's see here. Do we have a decision on DACA? There's no decision on DACA yet. We're waiting for the judge to rule on this any day now. And as soon as we have that, we will update you. Most likely what's going to happen is that if you live in Texas, you're not going to be able to get a work permit, but you'll be able to renew your deferred action. If you're a first-time DACA applicant, you'll be able to apply, even if you've never had DACA before, which is massive. A lot of people are waiting for that. Are you saying that if you're in the US and apply for the H1B, there's no fee? That's what I'm saying. That's what the new update tells me, based on what I've seen. And we are, yeah. Can you help clients in all 50 states? Absolutely. I can help clients in all 50 states. And the form, you know what? The form should be somewhere at the bottom here. And if you don't see it, just go to my bio. Let's see here. Can you file EB2 for someone, and what is your success rate? So yeah, absolutely. We do a lot of EB2 and national interest waiver cases. Right now we are at 85% approval rate for our firm, which is not bad. We really take cases that are qualified. So we want to make sure that you have the requirements, and if you don't have all the requirements, we can help you adjust it to make sure that you meet the requirements when the application is actually filed. So if you want to, we'll be more than happy to work with you on the NIW. Correct. Absolutely. So Ron, if you want to hire me, it's very simple. I'm just going to post the number here, and you can see it right there on YouTube. All right, guys. Let's see here. Oh yeah, the form is the little blue icon at the bottom left of the screen. Oh, thanks, XOXO. Appreciate it. Actually, XOXO, send me a DM. I would like to see what it looks like. F1 African student to a green card route. What's the green card route from student to? So apparently, there's a little blue icon at the bottom left of the screen, guys. Use that form. It's a little icon at the bottom left of the screen. That is the form from TikTok that they want us to use to get in touch with us during the live. The little blue icon at the bottom. Try it and see if it. Thanks, Isaac. Appreciate it. So from a student to a green card, you have to. You can do a national interest waiver self petition, EB1 self petition, EB5. If you want to invest $800,000, you can do that. But that is what we do. What about the visa integrity fee? When is it going to apply? I think it's going to be applying in the next couple of weeks. Yeah. There's going to be a special fee for you when you apply for different visas, and that fee will be, they're going to be charging it. All right. So let's see here. Oh, thanks a lot. Is it safe to travel on a 2-year green card currently? Is it safe to travel on a 2-year green card? Yes, absolutely. But we have a lot of green card holders that are being detained, and there's a reason why they get detained. Is because they had previous DUIs, they had all kind of things that prevented them from coming back in the United States. And right now, if you had a previous issue with immigration, they're going to restrict you from they're going to restrict you from coming back in, especially if you have a green card. It's going to be a big issue for you. Can you help clients in all 50 states? Absolutely. Oh, thanks a lot. This is from Mars. Appreciate it. Let's take another video here from Jackson. Hey, Jackson. All right, let's see here. Jackson's not working. Let's take Sana. Hey, Sana, how are you?
How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Where are you from, Sana?
I'm from United States. Can you talk to my husband, David?
Absolutely.
Yeah, my name is Ricardo.
Hey, Ricardo. Where are you guys located?
We're just a little bit north of LA.
Oh, nice. All right. Tell me what's happening.
So we have my wife has a son, my stepson. He's in Canada, and he was attempting to get a tourist visa, but he denied it. And I have a business here, and my wife wanted to see if we could request through my business for him to be able to come. He's an IT graduate that just recently got his master's degree.
Okay. Now, has he ever been in the US?
No.
Okay. And where is he? Which country is he from?
Nepal.
Okay. So I think maybe the best way to do it from your company is by a visa called J1, right? So you can get him here as a trainee for about a year or a year and a half. And then after the training, we can transition him from the J1 to the H1B visa.
J1. That's a training.
Correct. That's the quickest way to get him over here. And then once we done with the J1, we can transition him to the H1B.
Now, is the J1, does that have any fees, like large amount of fees?
No,
that we
no.
need to submit?
You don't have to pay the $100,000 fine for those J1s. It is exempt. It's just the H1B that is subject to that fee. And if you bring him here on a J1 and then we switch him to the H1B, then you will save yourself that fee altogether.
Quickly, the J1 process.
The J1, you can do it from start to finish 6-7 months. We can get him here from Nepal.
He's in Canada.
Oh, amazing. Even quicker, probably 5 months.
J1.
All right. So just get in touch with us. Use the little form that TikTok gives us at the bottom of the screen, and we'll be more than happy to help you.
Where are you located?
We're in San Diego.
Okay.
Yeah, we're neighbors, but we do everything remotely. And I've done a lot of these J1s, so be more than happy to help you guys.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
What we're looking at. Well, okay, we'll contact
Yeah. Get in touch. We'll give you all the all the information. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. So like I said, right now, TikTok only allows us to get in touch for you guys to get in touch with us by using the form. The form is at the bottom of the screen. It's a blue dot on the left. Use it. I'm curious to see how it works. Let's see here. If you already have an H1B and you're in the US, is the $100,000 applicable? No. If you're already H1B and you have and you're already here, it doesn't apply to you. Emmy says, how long does it take to get approved from the 45 through VAWA? It takes about, I would say right now, about 16 months or so. But the general VAWA processing is much longer. As a result, the adjustment is also going to be prolonged. So it's probably going to be a few years, to be honest with you. We did this one. Okay. It's been almost 1 month since my interview. No response. Interviewer said no issues with my case. Yeah, I would wait. Okay, so you go to the interview, whether it's green card or citizenship. It's been a month. You have no response. Thanks, guys. Appreciate for the form. I see you guys filling the form. It's been a month, and in that case, you are going to make an inquiry, one inquiry, and if you don't get a response, 90 days, then we will consider doing a mandamus. That's specifically for citizenship interviews. If it's a green card interview, that's a different story. There's a different strategy behind it that we can use. All right, thanks for the hearts, guys, and please share the video so more people can see it. All right, guys. So in terms of if an F1 OPT visa holder switches to the H1B via AOS, can he travel freely abroad? Yes, absolutely. So if you are here on F1 visa and you get a new H1B, you're not going to be subject to the H1B fee. And then later on, when you go to the US Embassy to get your visa stamping, you're still not going to be subject to the fee. All right, you're not. So I wouldn't worry about that if I were you. All right. Let's see here. We have. Have you had any IW cases that filed for K-12 educator? Yes, absolutely. We haven't had them recently. I haven't had any in the last 6 months, but we have done a few of them last year. And they were all approved, but they got requests for evidence because the immigration were questioning whether the eligibility of these applications are something that, and 400, please. How to request to join? Just request to join at the bottom of the screen. All right, here we go. I'll get you on the video and you can join. Hey, where are you from? Okay. And what is your question?
So, just a quick question. If you have an approved NIW,
Okay.
you're able to enter the US, say on whatever, like H1 or L1, does that have an expiry date for the NIW? It was approved a few years ago. So,
So your I-140 has been approved, right?
yes, yeah.
Okay. I mean, typically it doesn't have an expiry date. So,
Right.
but the longer you've been waiting, I mean, they might question the adjustment to see if your endeavor is still intact. Do you know what I mean? So typically there isn't, but you might have issues when you try to apply for the adjustment because of the length of time that passed since you got approved.
Right. Physician one, so I'm still a physician, so it's
Yeah.
the same question.
No, I think you should be okay. I mean, as long as you document the reasons for the late filing, I don't see a reason why it wouldn't work.
I think because of issues with this 100K fee, it's causing a problem. So employers are kind of wondering what to do, whether to go with the O1 route or an exemption, because physicians were talked about for an exemption from this fee at the beginning.
No, you should be able to get an exemption, to be honest with you, because I think that you're a physician. It's a critical profession, so I think you should be able to get an exemption. You should be able to file for the national interest exemption.
Yeah.
They don't mention, for sure. They don't mention, but the waivers that we filed before, especially during the travel bans and all that, were for mostly physicians.
And got approved, is it?
Yes, most of them get approved because, like I said, it's hard to deny. If you're trying to argue for a physician coming into the United States, it's going to be hard to deny that.
I mean, it's a shortage field. There is a definite shortage. It's not something that they have Americans that can fill the jobs. That's the reason they look for outside physicians to fill them. So, I mean, does your company take on those cases for
yeah, absolutely. We do a lot of these waivers.
Right.
So, absolutely. Yeah, just get in touch. I'll be happy to help you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate your time.
Thanks
Thank
a lot.
you.
So definitely, like I said, guys, these H1B fees, if you are stuck overseas and you have to apply for it, and you are coming from a shortage occupation, you should be able to apply for an exemption, a waiver, especially physicians, high skilled occupations. Ideally, the lawsuit should be an injunction to get reviewed for now. Yeah, for sure. That's what we're expecting. Kalod, yeah, you can ask a question, Kalod, and if you want to do it on video, I will put the link here, and you can do that. Here's the link. You can ask on video. And once again, those of you that are joining us right now, we're talking about the new announcement today from the USCIS about the H1B $100,000 fee exemptions. There's quite a few people that will be exempt from the fee. Specifically, if you're inside the United States, you're filing for a change of status and you're a student, you'll be exempt from the fee. And, that's going to it's going to open the pool of candidates for employers much bigger. So if they know that they're here, then they can do it. Let's see, this one here. Can I sponsor my son-in-law if I pay? Yes, of course. If you have a company, you can. If you want to join the live, please use that. So national interest is an exception. I'm not talking about the national interest waiver. I'm talking about an exception. If you want to be exempt from the fee, if your job is in the national interest, you'll be able to get exempt. Monica, I'm in the United States. Is 100,000 applicable for me? If not, is it applicable when we step out and re-enter? So first of all, let's break it down, the question into two stages. If you are inside the United States and you're applying for change of status, it's not going to apply to you. Now you work here, you change your status, then 6 months later, you want to go back home to get a stamp. It's still not going to be applicable for you because you got your approval inside the United States. You can prove that it was a change of status and it's not going to be applicable for you anymore. So anyway, and those of you joining right now on TikTok, we're talking about the new H1B changes that are happening right now. The $100,000 fee exemption were announced today. So if you're watching this right now on the live, you might be exempt if you're inside the United States, if you're a student, if you're working, if you are on H1B already and you're transferring it, then you're not subject to the $100,000 fee. So it's kind of like a loophole if you think about it. So because if I'm an employer and I want to apply for somebody who's overseas, I will get this person over here. get him a tourist visa first if he's eligible. If he's not eligible for the tourist visa, we'll get him a student visa. They can go into the United States for education, and then they can transition from the student visa to the H1B without paying the $100,000 fee, which is great because if you're already here as a student, you're exempt. If you are thinking about being a student, then you can come here on a student visa, and then you will still going to be exempt from the H1B fine. Can I travel outside if I have an approved H1B? Yes, you can. Absolutely, you can. You don't need to worry about the fine because you can do that. How can I request to join? I will. Let's see here. We'll get another person here, and we'll get you to join. Is H1B transfer considered to be a change of status? It's a good question here. H1B transfer considered to be a change of status? No, it's not. It's not. And with this, we are ending our live on YouTube and on Facebook and on Instagram. And anybody who has questions on Instagram, you can send me a DM. Let's see here. Thanks, guys. 2 YouTube videos are coming up today, this week. Make sure you watch the videos, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next week on YouTube and Facebook.